Welcome to the BXG Podcast, the podcast where pop culture and nerd culture meet.
You think it's just going to be barbecue sauce?
Because if you actually read those books, it's just gobbledygook.
I really think clothes should be mandatory.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Captain America.
trailer reaction video. Moving on, and I will amend my previous statement to say that if you have more than one friend, write in, because I don't know what that's like.
Hey, you and I. Well, you, Ty, and I are friends.
I don't know about that guy. Anyway,
What?
Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
I am not at all influenced. I'm not even slightly influenced by the content that we consume. In this week's episode, Denji learns that Miss, what's her name? He learns that Miss Makima works for like a Bureau of Emergency Security. I don't remember, and you know, it's late. I'm gonna have a Snickers. I'm gonna have a Snickers, and that's gonna help. But he gets recruited as this devil hunter, and again, you know, we got the correction from Anthony.
Yeah,
it's devil hunter, not demon
Yeah.
hunter. So he gets drafted into this unit, basically, with the agreement that you're going to help us, and the second you stop helping us, we're just going to go ahead and kill you.
Right.
And so he agrees to this for reasons that we'll get into momentarily. But we learn the difference in this episode between fiends and devils, whereas a devil is like a full-blown monstrosity. The fiends are just the headpiece.
Right.
And so he gets into this situation where he's hunting these fiends, and he gets paired up with a fiend herself named Power. And she is the very like prototypical annoying over the top female anime character. But I think the funniest part to me about this particular episode is Makima is explaining to Denji, like, yeah, this is why I took this job. You get better vacation time. It's just like very dull, kind of like everyday work stuff that she's talking about. And he's just like, what do I got to do to touch her tits?
Yep.
And that's the end goal. He's like, this is the other character that he works with for a little bit. Hayakawa is like, you have to find your motivation. If you don't have motivation, you'll never make it in this field. And his motivation is literally, I need to touch some boobs.
Yeah,
so
boobs.
A lot of focus on those.
And we've all been there
in this episode. Yeah. So your thoughts?
I can put up with crazy as long as she's hot enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of it for me. I was just like,
we've all been there too.
Yeah. Hell to the yes. Yeah, you can put up with anything. You can put up with anything as long as he, she, them hot enough. And I love that line. I love that they did that. It made me laugh. Like I said, it's my note. I don't have it in my other note. It was a sticky note, but that doesn't matter. That cracked me up. This was the episode where there was like two violent screams by the guy with like the little bun. I can't think of his name. Hayakawa. He was like, ah! And I love that. Like, I love anime for that particular thing, because like no other form of media will someone just yell. And I'm glad we're doing this, because like I like anime. I don't love it as much as I do like it. There's some anime that's just like so weird, so obscure, I don't get it. But this one, like, I also like Baby Saw Dog. I like Baby Saw Dog. Maybe a little plushie. That'd be fun to have around the house.
I bet you. I guarantee you that's a thing.
Oh, there's so many of them. I looked it up. Very cute. Very cute. And I also just like its boobs.
Pochita.
It's just like, oh, I don't think I can work with this fiend, but
boobs.
And it's like, well, yeah, if you've been a person who is attracted to boobs, man, woman, or other, you're just like, I don't know about this, but holy shit, what happened just here? Boobs. And I love it. It's so funny. It's so funny to me. Like, it takes a lot for me to watch a show where I'm by myself to laugh out loud. Like, I'll laugh out loud with other people because you feel like you have to, otherwise you seem like a psychopath. And I'm also someone that will just be like, that's funny. Like, that's also a thing. I'm not a big laugh out loud person. I will watch something. I can watch a very funny movie and be like, well, that's funny. And I'll never laugh. And they're like, well, this person's a psychopath. But when he said the thing where he's just like, boobs. Like, there's a portion, because I watched this with subtitles, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because I watch everything with subtitles that we do for the show because I want to make sure I catch the dialogue. And I was just like, he literally just goes, boobs. There's one part where it's just, he says that, and it sounds like 4 words, but that's literally all he's saying. And it absolutely killed me. Like, I just had to, like, slap my desk and be like, this is so funny because this is just like,
you know what it
because
is?
the show is so violent and so obscure and everything else, but then he's just like, boobies.
And it was in that moment that the show about a man who pulls a cord out of his chest and grows a literal chainsaw out of his face and arms became more relatable than any other show that we've ever watched.
Sure. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Because I can't pull this cord out of my chest and do this, but I've been like, man, this girl's annoying, but
if I can deal with crazy if they're hot enough.
I can deal with crazy if she's hot enough. And boobies.
I do think
I thought this episode, honestly, we're only 2 episodes. I thought this episode was just like hilarious. It was so funny. I don't know how this actually goes, and anime can sometimes be funny, but most of the time it's like almost super serious where it kind of makes me feel weird. But this episode was so funny to me that I couldn't stop laughing, and I might have missed some things because I was like, this show was trying to be like so outlandish.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
I think that
boobs. Plus, it's a fun word to say. 80085, everybody.
I think that they're starting to like. It's one of those things where every fantasy thing's gonna have some version of a troll. You know what I mean, or a goth, like whatever. It's just one of those genre tropes, right? And I do think that
boobs
are one of those genre tropes for anime in a lot of cases. And just the unnecessary sexualization of it's over the top.
Oh, he lands in her chest when he passes out too, which is so funny.
In the intro song, there's like a 2-second pause of just Makami. I'm saying it wrong. Hang on, let me pull it back up. I have to see it. Makima. I think it's Makima. It might be Power, where she's bent over in a bikini. It just focuses right there.
right.
And that's one of those tropey things about. Yeah, it's just one of those tropey things about anime is like the over sexualization of female characters, and I do think that that's probably part of the reason why it has maybe the typecast fan base that it does. But I also I see some other tropes, the whole like we're getting the team together thing, and we're gonna have a couple.
Which I love. I love a fucking getting team together.
We're gonna have a few episodes of getting the team together, and then I think we're probably going to be introduced to whatever the major conflict of this episode or this season is. But I really like the show, and I texted you. I texted you that it's been so long since I've just been all in on an anime show, and I've tried to watch like Attack on Titan and some of these other things, but I feel a smack of nostalgia for this because it's been since, other than like maybe a couple movies here or there. I know we did that weird Netflix bubble movie, but it's been so long, like really since college. So almost 20 years now that I've been really this like in and invested on an anime series. And I'm just, it just slaps nostalgia for me. I'm really excited to continue to watch this and see where it goes. Me too. You know, and just to see like, because this Denji character, man, he's something else. I mean, he's just like an idiot, and he's
so stupid.
He only cares about two things, and you know what they are?
Yep, TNA.
Boobs. I like his outfit.
I mean, you do like his outfit. You know, I don't know if I've ever worn just a white shirt and a black tie in my life.
Gotta roll the sleeves up too.
You gotta roll the sleeves up.
I might just wear this every day.
Just do it.
Yeah.
What would stop you? Put a little blood on it, a little fake blood.
Only having one white shirt. I'm not Don Draper.
I don't actually know if I own a white shirt. I don't think I do.
But, I digress.
Yeah. Great show.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man. Vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Let's move on.